Hey everybody, I'm going to quickly go over how to beat Malenia. What I used is the mix of the Mimics tier with the Rivers of Blood Katana. I think this is the best way to beat her as fast as possible, because if you give her any time, she will destroy you. So the stuff that I'm wearing for the fight is the Silver Tier Mask. This gives you +8 to your Arcane, which I really needed, especially when you're running the Rivers of Blood Katana. I also used the Veteran's Armor because it gives you more immunity, robustness, and poise. I used the Azurs Manchettes because it just looks cool, and I also used the Radans Greaves because it gives immunity, robustness, and a lot of poise, and poise is really good if you want to be able to keep fighting without getting stunned. So I'm rocking the Blessed Dew Talisman, which gives you a boost for your HP over time. I don't know how effective it really is in this fight, but I feel like every little thing counts. I'm using the Green Turtle Talisman, which gives you a boost to your stamina recovery speed, which is very, very important. Stamina is incredibly important in this match. I'm using the Carian Filigreed crest because that's something that I always use. It lowers your FP consumption by your skill, and I use skills all the time, so I think that's very important. And finally, I use the Viridian Amber Medallion, which gives you more stamina, gives you more endurance. Now for my Flask of Wondrous Physique, I'm using the Flame Shrouding Crack tier, which temporarily boosts fire attacks, which I believe will be effective with the Blood Flame. I'm also using the Opaline Bubble tier, and that gives you a shield basically that allows you to get hit once and not die. Now, speaking of death, this will most likely happen to you many times during this fight. In her first phase, she has this incredible move where she flies up in the air like a slow-motion ninja and just slices you to pieces. There's also in the second phase this moment where she flies into the ground and turns into a giant flower that explodes, and that as well will kill you. So, after a bunch of painstaking attempts to beat her, I was about to give up, and this was my last try, but I actually got it this time. So what you do is immediately you send out your Mimic, and you heal yourself because you're going to lose a good amount of health. Then you start your Wondrous Physique, which will boost your flame, and it will also give you that protective shield. Now, try not to get hit at all until the second phase, because if you can, it will save you if you get hit by her giant exploding flower. So you just gotta dodge and let your Mimic do a lot of the damage, and keep her distracted on your Mimic. Once she is stunned, you run in, you do as much of your Blood Flame attack. What I found also helps is if you follow up right after your Mimic does their special attack, that way she has no chance to strike you. Now, I won't spoil anything, but once you start the second fight, the first thing you gotta do is unlock your auto lock and start rolling as much as you can forward, because she's gonna try to fly right at you, and if you have your auto lock on, it's gonna mess up your dodge and you'll just die. Very frustrating. But if you also have your shield and you do get caught in it, it might save you. So you dodge out of the way, you let your Mimic start to run in. Don't run in right away because you will start to take rot, but once it starts to fade away and before she gets up, you just start attacking her as much as you can with slashes. And then you get out of the way as much as possible, because when she starts to wind up or fly in the air, that is a very dangerous attack. So you just need to overwhelm and then dodge out of the way. As you can see, I almost died right there, but luckily I had my shield, so this shield saved my ass during this fight. Otherwise, I would have been done. But yeah, as long as your Mimic is alive and still distracting her, you should be able to get in there, use the Blood Flame Slash, and finish her off.
Yes! Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord.
That's right. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something from this video, give it a like and share it with your friends, and please leave a comment saying how you beat her, because I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do it, but this seems to be the easiest way for me. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you next time.